Hello and welcome to Ginger Prime. My name's Brian if you're new around here, but if you're a returning subscriber, you look smashing today. Thanks for coming and checking out this new world guide. That's what you get for subscribing, by the way. Free compliments at the start of my videos. Guys, if you feel like this video earns it, be sure to like that smash button down below, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you do, sound off in the comments below so I can officially welcome you to the channel. It's the goal of this guide to break down the concept and the process of power leveling your territory standings. To check out your territory standings, just press the M key on the keyboard and pull up your map. This is going to be where you can see each of the different territory standings, and as you level the territory standing, you're going to end up picking a various perk for that zone. Now, in this case, I've got a couple different perks. I'm going to go ahead and say standing gain, as this is going to help me overall increase. Now, you might be wondering, what is the purpose? What is the goal of getting super high in one particular location? Well, housing is locked behind territory standing, and bigger houses, the powerful houses, the houses that let you teleport back to it every hour or so, are going to be around level 30. So you're going to want to keep leveling up your various territories to open up more options for housing if you so choose to engage in that system. But here we are, and I want to show you what you can be doing to help increase your territory standing no matter where you are. So let's go ahead and dive in. First and foremost, let's go over here to the town board. This is going to give you a lot of different options, and I'm going to show you what you can be doing and essentially give you guys some tips and tricks. Now, when you see these hunts are going to be something that you specifically have to go do yourself. But if you just hover over the various different options, you can see here this hunt's got 500 points of territory standing. This fishing, which is, again, you can actually purchase this off the market board itself, or in this case you can go try to fish it up yourself, and it's looking for 5 large salmon. That might be a thing of where you have to spend a lot of time. This is going to give me 750 territory standing. I've completed this one. This is going to give me 500. You can see cooking, more fishing, various explorations. So when it comes to your engagement, if you have a lot of time or little time, maybe you have a lot of coin, note that you have a lot of ways to kind of approach this board specifically. Hunts are going to be something you have to go to. Any kind of gathering supplies and crafting are going to be something that you can either make or you can purchase off the market board. Case in point, 500 linen, and then also you can see here 20 medium salmon. I'm going to go ahead and just complete all the missions that I have done so far, and I'm going to be getting 1750 territory standing here in Everfall, as well as a bunch of experience. Now what I want to do is actually jump into my journal. You can hit the J key on the keyboard, and here's where you can start to see what different things you're looking to be able to craft and or gather. So you can go ahead and pin these options, so that way you can easily see them listed over on the right hand side. And I can see that while I do need to hunt a bear, I do want to try to gather some large salmon, and I want to acquire some linen. So let me go and see what the markets are doing today. So jumping right in, you can easily see with large salmon, the price here is something that if you want to be able to make a lot of money, pay attention to what the town board is offering. This is going to be something, a way of you supplying plenty of items to the market itself so that you can start to profit. I'm not going to purchase large salmon at this price, but note that if I want to go fish them up, I can also turn in the town project and make a little money myself. And now that we've completed more of our crafts here for the board, I'm going to go ahead and turn these in and grab an additional level within Everfall. I'm going to pull up my map. We're going to go look at the various standing options and see what they give me. Now, at its core, I tend to focus in on leveling up within the faction and also increasing my overall storage. This helps me with my crafting because that storage container is connected to the markets. It's actually connected to all these boards and turn-ins. Now, we've just finished up wrapping up the town board, but there's still plenty of more ways that we're going to maximize out our leveling in our territory standing. Doing any of the side quests is going to be very beneficial for you. So just grab some of this and you're going to continue to see plenty of territory standing. And then also, so your faction vendor is going to offer various territory standing. Now, again, hovering over, I can see here, I'm going to be getting additional territory standing because of my company is actually controlling it. But if you actually look at PvP, note that territory standing isn't as rewarded as frequently. So if you're doing a lot of PvP and you feel like you're not leveling up in territory standing, make sure you're knocking out your PvE requests as well. So that is not everything that you need to know. So first and foremost, we got side quests. We talked about killing just basic monsters. Higher level monsters will actually reward you with more territory standing for the kill. I've seen it go up to 16 and more, but let's go ahead and zoom out. You see all these wonderful little red dots, various infested groves, various pillars, various corrupted monoliths. These are going to give you a lot of territory standing, but you do have to complete your Azoth quest to be able to close those. Now, if you're solo, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but these enemies and knocking these out is going to actually give you a ton of territory standing as you level. So here's what I would personally recommend, whether you're doing this in a group or not. When you pull up your map, you can see here you got various symbols for the different quests, and you got numbers for the quests and how they're pinned and tracked. What you can always do is hover over and say pin this objective, and basically you can create yourself a little running map of where you want to go. So you can see here I have a fast travel location port. I could easily kind of make a circle around the map, knocking out any kind of objectives that I have, both for side quests and for my town board and for my faction. So that's the three kind of process of going out and doing these things, to gather the materials, to kill and do the different hunts and more. But then what I would recommend after you do that is that maybe pop down to another town using fast travel if you've already been there, which is going to use Azoth, and repeat the process over and over again, because essentially you can actually be maximizing out your territory standing across the board. Now, different towns are going to offer a wide range of different things to do. So you can just kind of start collecting and seeing exactly what needs to be turned in. You can always abandon, but you can sometimes find that you've already completed various things that the town needs. So you can easily just jump down, grab various options, turn them in, and then just continue hopping around. As long as you've got enough Azoth and you're getting a good flow of that, this is going to help you increase just your level alone, but also your standing within each and every area. Now, once you reach the required territory standing and have the funds to do so, you can use this to be able to purchase your first house. So if you look at housing in this game, you can see a lot of different options and benefits that you'll get for owning a house. Your house will never be taken away from you, but if you're not able to pay the property tax, you'll lose the bonuses that the housing offers overall. So check out just the cost before you decide to jump in. But here you can be able to put various furnishing items. You actually get a fast travel point. In this case, at this level house that I'm looking at is a 3-hour cooldown. And then you also get 5 trophy slots, which provide buffs to you as the player. I can preview the house if I want, but I'm going to go ahead and purchase it because that's been my goal this whole time. Looks like I am now a proud owner of a home in Everfall, and let's go ahead and enter into my housing menu. Now, while it's my house here in the menu, I can see who else also owns the house specifically. Those who have the highest level points are going to be how the house is displayed to the rest of the world. For myself, I've got 0 points, but let's go ahead and enter into my home and step into it for the first time ever. I'm very happy to sit here and get a house. This feels very, very surreal and very exciting for me to be able to have this property here in Everfall, and the fact that it exists in the open world and I can still see players running around. I can still see quests going on. It's a simple, modest home, but it is what it is. Guys, I hope that you have found this guide useful in helping to help increase your territory standing, so that way you can open up more perks for yourself as a player. I'm going to wrap up this video, guys. If you have any questions, comments, let me know in obviously the comments below. If you guys want to see a housing tutorial guide, let me know as well. Be sure to hit that like button if you feel like I earned it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to come back for more mmorpg videos just like this one. And without further ado, I wish you all the best. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you next time. Take care.
A little off topic, but I just want to say thank you for providing me a friendly, fun, and optimistic community. Baby. Coming from an MMO community filled with toxicity, this is an amazing breath of fresh air. Keep it up, baby. Oh, yeah.